What up, people? Today we are going to talk about a really, really important subject, pump and dumps. In particular, Rick Ross has been found to promote a pump and dump scheme with his boss coin. And today we want to talk about how it got started, where to, well, how you can identify a pump and dump scheme, and what you should do as an alternative to following dump and dump schemes. What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey man, listen,
Yo,
I'm here. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
what it is though?
I ain't had no boss coin, so I'm great.
Wow, we getting going with the slander already. So real quick, Jimmy, can you tell, or Corey, can y'all tell the people what crypto is and what it's supposed to be?
What crypto is? That's such a loaded question.
I know.
Crypto is trash. Bitcoin is the only solution, right? So Bitcoin is the salvation. Bitcoin is the revolutionary technology. Everything else outside of Bitcoin is a scam. I don't care if you're a part of the XRP army. I don't care if you're Monero. All that is trash.
Oh, we being slanderous.
Buy Bitcoin, mind your business, and just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving. Just buy Bitcoin and mind your business and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? By the way, anything we say on here is not investment advice. It's for educational, informational purposes only. But y'all gotta chill, man. People are minting their own tokens. Like there's no network behind it. There's no value behind it. There's no value add behind it.
But what's supposed to be behind it, Jimmy? That's what I'm at. What is supposed to be there?
So this is the thing, right? It depends upon what actual problem you're trying to solve. Bitcoin is like what they call magic internet money. It's actually currency. It's money, right? And what backs the money is energy, proof of work. Proof of work in the network itself is what creates the value in Bitcoin. None of those things that exist in a coin that you could just make up and put a celebrity name behind it. There is no network. There's nothing there. They don't even run on their own chain. There are no nodes. There's no miners. There's no proof of energy or work going into creating whatever it is they're creating. They're creating something out of thin air. And in his case, from what I read, again, I don't know the specifics of it. It said that he had 90% of it, put 10% out for purchase, got on the internet, told people to buy it. It pumped up while he's consistently selling off what he created out of thin air. So there's no value there. Other than taking advantage of other people. The fact of the matter is, man, like when you see people come out of the blue that have no background in this space, just be careful, right? One of the things about this world and specifically our country, we love celebrity to the point where we want to do and create, just lose our money and put our stuff behind things that we know nothing about. This is a clear pump and dump. What value is he creating? Why does this have value? Why? Because he can rap, this has value?
Because he's a celebrity. I mean, you just said it. I mean,
what value is that, though? What value are you creating in the marketplace? Because you're popular?
Because it's provocative. It gets the people going.
Even who we make popular is problematic in 2025.
Yeah,
but
I'm trying not to be slanderous of Ross. Because as he's as much as I think this shit is stupid, he's still a black man, and so on public airways, I try not to be super slanderous of black men. But this was dumb, man. Like, guys, Zuki's like, damn, bro. Like, people went to jail doing this kind of stupid stuff. Like, Floyd and T.I. had to beat the feds off him for doing this.
I mean, there's a lot of people, not just Floyd and T.I.
I'm just saying, just to name some of his contemporaries.
DJ Khaled, DJ Khaled is his homie.
Yeah, like
Khaled is his homie. He had problems over this. But listen, let's run the clip so everybody can know what we're talking about. We all on the same page and talk about this because this is something that happens in our community so often. So many people get their money took because of their ignorance, sometimes their stupidity, or just over trusting. I don't want to call nobody dumb, but some of this stuff is kind of goofy. But let's look at it real quick. Let's go to it real quick. All righty. So we got the stream up. Give it 1 second. That's just showing the stats. don't like. I can't control this though.
Boss token is on fire. We out here on the water. We still going up, baby. The boss token is still going up. Let's go. This is not a pump and dump. This is the biggest boss, Ricky Rozay. I'm letting you know how we doing this. 2025. Let's go, baby. Pull your wallet out. Let's do what we do. Let's go all the way up. I repeat, it's not a pump and dump. Boss token right now. Let's go. The address is in my bio.
So it went to zero, y'all. It went to zero.
Yo,
I'm not sure where it started, and I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Hey Jim, I'm sorry, Kamar. I need to do this because we used to do this every single week on our Friday show to show people that there's Bitcoin and then there's everything else. I need you to go find that website that we used to go to that shows all of the coins that went to zero.
Yeah, it's a long list. It's an absolute long list. But I think that, well, first of all, I don't know, was he in the water or was he on a boat? Because I mean that you can't. You're not gonna give me advice on what to buy while you got a hat on in the water. But I digress. Like so, but
wait a minute. People like that though. It's lifestyle content. They like that. And I mean, you've seen people that push back against lifestyle content. They say people don't like lifestyle content because they're broke. But you know. That's all I got.
All I'm saying is, like, where is the value? At the end of the day, the day gonna end. But no, seriously though, at the end of the day, like, we're talking about value and what gives anything value. And that's the problem with that a lot of people have with crypto is where is the value? That's why we make a distinction between Bitcoin and crypto. Because with Bitcoin, there's an actual network. You have the biggest computer network there is. There's actual energy. It takes energy to create Bitcoin. It takes energy to create Bitcoin, whether that's through mining, which you have to actually pay electricity and energy to create. It takes energy, whether that's through you exchanging your labor for money and then having to buy. But there's what's called a proof of work, right? There's an actual network there. There's none of that exists with these tokens that are made from these celebrities, right? And what I do understand is also what I read, again, don't know the specifics, is that he was working with someone who's known in the pump and dump space. That's what the guy does, is he creates pump and dumps. So I know Kanye's promoting one right now.
Who?
Kanye.
Oh God, Lord have mercy.
It's more the same though. So what we understand is, and part of me feels like they're being put up for this to kind of bring down that quote unquote industry. But I do think there's a different distinction between Bitcoin and crypto, and I think that's the most important part that I can try to share from this video. I don't care who your favorite celebrity is, who you love. This is just proof, man. All this stuff is nonsense, man. It's absolute nonsense. I like what Chris Johnson calls everything outside of Bitcoin is called fuck coin. And that's what this is. It's fuck.
All right, real quick, just so we can stay on our educational piece and not on our slanderous piece, or not too slanderous anyway. Let's read the definition of what pump and dump is directly from investor.gov. All right, where did it go? Oh, there we go. So pump and dump schemes have two parts. And first, promoters try to boost the price. Promoters, i.e. Kim Kardashian, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, like they've all had problems with this, right? Try to boost the price of a stock or a coin with false or misleading statements about the company and or coin/network. Once the stock price has been pumped up, fraudsters move on to the second part, where they seek to profit by selling their own holdings of the stock/coin, dumping shares into the market. These schemes often occur on the internet, really, where it is common to see messages urging readers to buy a stock quickly/coin quickly. Often the promoters will claim to have inside information about a development that will be positive for this investment. After these fraudsters dump these shares and stop hyping the investment, the price typically falls and investors lose their money. All right, I just wanted to put that on the record so we're all on the same footing. And it's just sad. And Jimmy, you kind of alluded to this a little bit before, that why is Rick Ross even qualified to promote a coin or any investment in the first place?
Because people like him, right? And I see that the Bartertown conglomerate says that institutions own 1% of Bitcoin supply. But that doesn't even matter. The thing about Bitcoin is,
wait a minute, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Give that proper context.
Okay.
Because I know you're jumping ahead because this is what you do. You do
No, because I see this a lot when people talk about who owns what. But I think that's the difference in proof of work and how the network operates versus something like fuck coin is. I'm still Chris Johnson's vocabulary. In terms of what not only Rick Ross, who was it? The Baby, Tyga, somebody else, Moneybag Yo, a bunch of folks have done this, right? Is the fact that
I got a whole list.
Bitcoin is rules without rulers. If Kamari goes out tomorrow and buys 99% of the available Bitcoin that exists in the world, he still can't control the network. It doesn't matter how much he owns. And that is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of the technology that was created, is the fact that it's rules without rulers, right? So it doesn't matter how much of the supply anyone owns. And that's the beauty in it. Now, getting back to this fraud, it's kind of sad because people will get hurt by this. And they're looking at this as just being another hustle, but people get hurt. And people will be held accountable for it. It may not be today or tomorrow, but you will be held accountable for it, because I've already seen petitions out there of people trying to gather signatures for those that are getting hurt behind some of these pump and dumps. So it's going to come back to you, but I just don't see the point in doing it. Like, to Corey's point, and Corey's looking at this from a different perspective. Why even put yourself in the crosshairs when you seemingly have other things going on for yourself? You know,
seemingly, but everybody's greedy. Everybody wants to make some money, right? So I just pulled up a quick list, or I just ran a quick list of, let me blow this up. A quick listing of celebrities who have been found guilty and paid money when they did this. So Kim Kardashian had to pay $250,000. Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to pay some money too. DJ Khaled, Lindsay Lohan, Jake Paul, Soulja Boy. I don't know why anybody would invest in anything Soulja Boy did. By the way, Soulja Boy's internet play is classic, though. We'll give him credit for that. But Lil Yachty, FaZe Clown members, I don't even know who FaZe Clown is.
I do.
Okay, you have
to. I like how you pronounce Lil Yachty's name. You call him Lil Yachty, Lil Yachty.
I meant to say Lil Yachty. Sorry.
Yeah, what you said.
I was reading them quickly. Haley Welsh, the Haktua girl. Like, why would anybody invest behind Haktua?
Well, because again, they're not investing. They're trying to run a play. They're not investing. That's the thing about getting dumped on, right? Is that everybody feels like they can time it and get out before everything falls. A lot of people know this is going to ish, but there will be some people that make money from it. It's the whole idea of what you call a meme coin. But it's funny though, because people that are generally in the meme coin space, I see some of them getting pissed off because they're like, yo, they're ruining the whole meme coin craze by celebrities keep coming in the market. Dave Portnoy just recently had one that dumped. It's so.
Who's Dave Portnoy?
The owner of Barstool.
Right. So that's the platform Gilly and them are on.
Yeah, but also, what country was it? Argentina, I believe. Like their president or something just ran a scam.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can Google that. Don't look it up on chat. Just look it up on Google. But what I'm saying is, he just ran a scam. So I say all that to say this, man. Only thing I want to say about this whole topic is, it's hard for me to feel sorry for some folks. You're buying a token that Rick Ross, Officer William Roberts, promoted to you. whatever happens to you, like I don't like the victim blame. But like sometimes, man, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna keep stacking my sats and minding my business.
All right, so how can somebody avoid a pump and dump scheme?
By joining the village, by going to blackwealthrebels.com and watching the greatest podcast there is on Bitcoin, which is Stack Sats or Die Trying. That's what I say. I'm going to keep it that simple. You can add Adam 22 to the list. You add him to a lot of lists.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, I'll get to y'all comments real quick. Shout out to JT Coins for $1.99 chat.
It was really good.
Listen, JT, almost every time we come on, he gives us a super chat. So we appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, brother. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you. But all right, let's get into these comments. We're not going to be here long. But I see people are coming on real quick. Okay. All right. So Don Johnson, woo, emergency pie. Yeah, because this is goofy. A lot of this shit is just out of hand. All right. The bartender conglomerate says attention plus liquidity equals value. Oh,
yeah, that's an excellent point. Watertown, that is an excellent point. A lot of folks don't realize that's what they are.
And by the way, for anybody that doesn't read sarcasm, that was sarcasm, folks.
No, it's absolutely true though. Like
no, you gotta. Everybody's not on the same level, so I just want to make sure everybody gets it.
Folks be walking. People be walking liquidity.
What's up, Anthony?
Whoa, teammate has assembled.
All right, the bartender conglomerate says money back. Yo, had one too. Oh, I didn't know that. That's
he on the list.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Why would any? Never mind. Well, same question, because I think one thing I do a lot of times when I interview people, I always start out with, why are you qualified to even talk about this? And I think that's a question everybody can ask themselves about anybody watching stuff online, on TV, promoting anything. Why are they qualified to offer this? What do they know about this outside of their quote unquote celebrity? Because celebrity can be brought as well. So we got to be really careful about that. And wait a minute, did you?
I mean, okay. he did make "Apple of My Eye" with Raphael Sadiq, and that song go crazy.
So, what? Say what?
"Apple of My Eye" with Raphael Sadiq. I mean,
okay, and I like that song. Listen, I like a lot of Rick Ross music.
That song is crazy.
I don't like Rick Ross's money commentary. His boss, what do you call it?
Persona.
Persona. Thank you. I feel like it's over the top. And it's laced with white supremacy, and I'll just leave it at that.
Ooh,
But,
all right.
I'll leave it at that. All right. Anthony says there's only one Rick Ross. That's right. I acknowledge that he lives in California. And that's why Jimmy said William Roberts, by the way, because he robbed Rick Ross for his name, didn't pay him, doesn't acknowledge him, and is just real disrespectful with it. All right. I think these dudes are getting approached by developers with money, and then they market the pump and dump for them. Maybe.
I agree. No, I agree. That's exactly what's happening.
But here's the thing.
We got approached by like 50 different developers.
But here's the thing. Even if that's true, where's your integrity? Where's your integrity? Dr. Sam's here. This is a common problem. We are so swayed by popular and celebrity status that we throw away thinking for following along. Deductive reasoning doesn't exist anymore, sadly. But great comment. I agree. All right. Anthony says, I felt dumb when I gave Jay Morrison a hot 500. I'm still sorry about that.
Did you get your dividend, though?
Yo, you did get your dividend. You got your 33 cents back off your 500. Listen, man. I'll tell you this, though. Like, by the time Jay Morrison had done his work, so Jim had already told me about his interactions with Jay Morrison, and I had already talked to Kamari also. And then I read those damn papers that he put out, and I was like, anybody who could read and know anything about the markets know you're not getting no money back if you put money into this thing. Because he told you in the white papers and whatever, the things that the SEC made him file, that you're not getting no money back. He told you you're not getting no money back.
So it was like a glorified donation.
Yeah.
It is what
he
it is.
basically said donations. And then, you know what I mean? Now, I will say that I did give to Umar. Because I actually seen Umar get in the streets and do work.
So I don't think it's fair to compare the two, honestly.
I mean, if you ask people who donated to both, they'll tell you it's fair because they don't think they got the value for whatever they put in. I'm just saying.
I know, but this is what I'll say though. Umar's thing is an educational thing, like you said. Listen, y'all know I don't like everything he says. However, he's talking about education. That's Umar's greatest value. That education stuff he talks is true all day long. And he's got receipts. Corey knows him. I know people that know him. Jimmy knows him or knows people that know him. We all know a brother that knows him. Got him on speed dial and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he's done work. Is his execution the greatest? No. However, but he's done work. The Jay Morrison thing is totally separate because that was positioned and promoted as if it was we going the highway to heaven, wealth heaven, and we gonna come get this bag. Totally different. But all right, Mr. Bitcoin giveaway winner himself, Greg Loper says Ross has always been a fraud. All right, institutions are. We talked about that. Different entities own 1%. Okay. Good question. What qualifies Rick Ross and all these people? That's the question we gotta ask, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So the Bartertown conglomerate says I agree with the network control. You're talking about 100%.
Yes.
All right. So Jimmy's got a fan. What about Argentina with the?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. The Argentinian dude ran that scam. I think he was their president or something.
Yeah. Yep, another live this week. Absolutely. We want to try to do more lives as much as possible. Because I know how I feel. I don't want to speak for Jimmy and Corey. But I feel the more we do, the better we can help the people. I'll put it like that. Because without us, we can't really complain about nonsense like this. So if we want to put out something better, I mean, I think we got some receipts to show that people like us and we help a lot of folks in real life as well. Now it's just up to us to make sure people can find us. All right. We talked about that. Happy Sunday to you. Cha-cha with you. All right, I like that. Do you cha-cha? Buy Bitcoin. Okay, Don Johnson.
Simple answer.
All right, Rich says they deserve it.
Rich, I'm almost at that point now, Rich.
I'm buying Google right now. Okay. Congratulations.
I ain't mad at you, GC.
All right. John says 100%. Sacha says, did you guys hear about the People's Union? I'm not sure what that is. You say the gentleman's name who was behind it is John Schwartz. I don't know who's behind it.
I didn't hear about it.
I don't even know what that is.
He should have made the big Meech coin. That's hilarious.
Meech ain't allowing that. Meech just got out of jail. He ain't trying to go back.
He already acting crazy too, though, Corey. He on.
Yeah, I don't know if he wouldn't allow it or not.
Yeah.
Well, if he's smart, he wouldn't allow it because he just got out of jail.
Okay, so the Bartertown conglomerate says, "Great show, fellas. Subbed 100% great perspectives. Thank you. Appreciate. We need all subs we can get. We are trying to combat the shenanigans, the shit coins, the dumbass advice that's out here. As Jimmy says it, we have to be the clean glass. So that is what we're working on. And we're only for community-minded folks. That's all we want to talk to. We don't want to talk to the people that want to work for the other side at all. They cool where they at. We cool where we at.
No scamming, y'all.
Correct. All right. K Renee, what up? That's my tax sister right there. Okay. All right, so you brothers don't mess with no other type of alts altogether, only Bitcoin. Listen, Jimmy
I don't have no altcoins.
I'll answer that for you, the barter.
Hold on. Jimmy is the Bitcoin god, GAWD. So I'll let Jimmy answer.
I got to tell you with my Bitcoin grenade here, but listen, here's what I'll tell you, right? What I'll tell you is I went through a shitcoin phase, but through one thing I always do is I consistently study. I've put in 25,000 hours into the space, and what that led me to believe is that everything else is a distraction. So no, I don't mess with any altcoins at all. The only altcoin I mess with is called Satoshis, which are a form of Bitcoin. So, and by the way, listen, I'm gonna show you these books I got on my desk right now. This is just a fraction of them. I have literally hundreds, I would say over 100 Bitcoin books. I've done the homework, I've done the knowledge to come to that conclusion. So the conclusion isn't based on anything. So I'm a miner.
Well, it is based on your facts.
I'm saying it's based on research, rather. It's based on research and not just speculation. And I've studied both sides of it. So I'm not one person that just reads like pro whatever it is I'm into. I read all the other sides. And after actually running nodes, after actually becoming a miner, after going through those processes, I've come to the conclusion that everything else is a distraction. And by the way, a lot of times when you look at these people that are running these scams, they're running scams and they're getting money. And then what they're doing with the money, they're buying Bitcoin. Actually, in the beginning, the only way to get an altcoin, if you go back in the day when we first got into the space,
you had to buy Bitcoin.
You had to buy Bitcoin to get altcoins. So altcoins were created as a way for people to get your actual Bitcoin. And by the way, I have a Bitcoin podcast. It's called Stack Sats or Die Trying. So look up Stack Sats or Die Trying. You can find it in the village of blackwealthrebels.com. That's how you get it early. So I do a weekly Bitcoin podcast. We do a weekly Bitcoin giveaway. So we've been in the space at this point for 9 years, close to 10. And through that time, we've got to come to the conclusion that everything else is the distraction. But I digress.
All right, Jim, read that comment, please.
So Rich, shout out to Rich. Rich says, I ain't never believed Jay Morris, ex-Kingpin stories. Nothing is believable about that dude.
All right, let's keep rolling with it.
Anthony says, I got $11.23 back in a dividend check, and it was only because I gave through my business, and he had to give something.
All right, well, congratulations on getting $11.
Technically, he only got you for $488.77. So, you know.
All right, well, you stepped on my thunder. That's what I was about to say, but you did the math faster than me, so salute to you. What up, Thunder? Welcome.
I gotta give Thunder a salute like mustard and whatnot, you know.
Absolutely.
We gotta put that on the soundboard. Thunder. All right, anyway.
Thunder's the farmer, man. He getting out farming together.
Right. So we got salute Thunder when he comes on. He's a gentleman that is starting the blackout of the stores, all return retail chains. Okay, I did look it up as you, Sasha. I didn't hear about it until you said something, but I did look it up about the People's Union taking the power back from politicians. When you're speaking at the class at UPenn, I was telling my son about it. March 19th. It's and the class is a class on cloud computing and models. But yeah, March 19th, I'll be in the building.
And he'll figure out a way to talk about Bitcoin as well.
Oh, Bitcoin and the wire will definitely get brought up. I forgot your son goes to Penn though. Salute, Rich. Rich, hit me up though. I'll let you know exactly the date, the classroom. And shout out to the brother that's the teacher in that classroom because he's phenomenal. And you know, gave us the invite. Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Lorraine, what up? Yes, twice on Sunday. Yes, and we're about to record some content for the village, specifically for the village as well, Lorraine. So thank you for joining us. Thank you all. We're not going to stay on long, y'all. We just wanted to talk about that real quick. Listen, any investments you do, and this is not investment advice, as Jimmy says, make sure you do the knowledge. Do your research. Don't just buy because some pretty person or some ugly person or some fat person that's just so happens to be popular is promoting it. Buy because you think it's a sound investment that you've done research on.
So, Rich, the class is called Geospatial Cloud Computing and Visualization, and the teacher is Mujumbe Po, who's a dope brother. So,
okay.
I'm new to the crypto space. I only have 3 types of coins: Bonk, Doge, XRP. What are your recommendations? Get rid of all that trash and buy Bitcoin.
All right, and so with all that, we're going to end right there,
only because you asked, Thunder.
Right. Yeah, only because you asked. That's not investment advice. But what I'll tell you is this. Any crypto, right, where you can look up and you know who the founder is, right, and the founder is out there promoting what they're doing, just get away. Ethereum is going through something right now, right, where North Korea scammed a bunch of folks, and they're actually thinking about rolling back the transaction, right? What that is proof of. So they're actually in a bad situation. Either way, either you roll it back and prove that it's not decentralized, or you don't roll it back and you fund terrorism. So that's kind of what Ethereum is going through right this second.
But at the end of the day, if you really want to learn about, Jimmy's going to hate me when I say this, crypto, Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin, join the village, blackwealthrebels.com, blackwealthrebels.com. We'll see y'all over there. Y'all have a great day. Happy Sunday, y'all.
Bless. Peace.